Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I'm doing an updated perfume video. I filmed one of these back in the beginning of fall, I think. Since then I've kind of picked out and tried out a few more perfumes, so I thought I would do an updated perfume video and also show you guys some of my favorite perfumes for the springtime, since that's the season we're in. Perfume is a fairly recent thing that I've gotten into. I kind of got into it in 2020, 2021 during the pandemic, and my love for perfume just keeps growing and growing. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's just go ahead and get started. In my head, I kind of categorize these by season. So I wear different perfumes in the winter versus the spring versus summer, etc. And also by the year or the time of my life when I wore the perfume. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to walk you guys through this. But I think maybe we'll just do it by season because that will be the easiest. And I'll just start with winter, I guess. Oh, and besides the seasons, I also have perfumes that are kind of year-round for me. So I'll also walk you guys through that. This is actually a new perfume that I picked up this January. I was really looking for a perfume just like this for the months of January through March. It's Burberry London, not Brit, but I was kind of between London or Brit when I was thinking about purchasing this. So the top notes in this perfume are honeysuckle, tangerine, and rose. Middle notes are jasmine, tiare flower, peony, and clementine. And then the base notes are musk, sandalwood, and patchouli. This to me just smells very business-like but sweet. I feel like a businesswoman when I wear this. I feel like it would be appropriate for the office as well. But it also has this very beautiful sweet scent to it. So it's kind of the perfect balance, I guess. It doesn't smell too mature, but it also smells like a grown-up, kind of. I don't know how else to describe it. You know when you see those women whose hair is perfect and their makeup is perfect and they just exude elegance? That's what I think of when I smell this. I actually used a ton of it. I don't like the packaging because it's cloth and I can't see the inside of the tube. But I feel like I used quite a bit of this perfume this winter, and I picked up the 50 milliliters. I always go for the smallest size available, if not a travel size, because yeah, I don't want to have all these full-size perfumes in my collection that I'm never going to use up. So yeah, really like this one. Totally recommend it if you are someone who's looking for that elegant, sweet perfume that you could probably pull off in an office or a professional setting. I feel like this is the one. Lasting power is pretty good as well. I will spray it on myself in the morning and still smell it 6-7 hours after. So it's a pretty good staying power. I also feel like that one could be maybe all season as well, now that I think about it. Moving into spring, I love this perfume. This is the perfume that I wore all last spring. So spring 2021. It's so good, and I love the scent of it so much. It just reminds me of those crisp spring mornings when all the petals are coming out, the cherry blossoms, the tulips, the daffodils, and there's still a little bit of dew or frost in the morning. That's what this reminds me of. And this is Jo Malone's Wild Bluebell cologne. I really like scents that smell exactly like flowers. For me personally, I like that scent when it's a very distinct flower and you can tell what it is as soon as you smell it. So I have kind of a few that are strictly flowers. The top notes are bellflower, dewdrop, green leaves, and clove. The middle notes are persimmon and peach. And the base notes are musk and powdery notes. I don't know what powdery notes are, but this smells so much like spring. And it just reminds me of that time in my life, spring 2021, when I was just going out for walks. We were still in the thick of the pandemic. I was going out for walks every sunny day, even on rainy days. And this is just the perfume that I wore through that whole season. It smells so good. I love it so much. It's probably one of my all-time favorites. It's actually a perfume that I will purchase the full size of. I think this one is 30 milliliters maybe. It's the smallest size that Jo Malone does. I don't think they do travel sizes, so I had to buy this one, but I've used up quite a bit of it, half the bottle at least, because I would just wear this all the time. Again, it's kind of a more elegant professional perfume scent. Staying power of this isn't the best. I find that I have to spray it a bit on my clothes, otherwise the scent kind of fades throughout the day, but I just love the smell of it so much. It's so comforting to me now. Spring is my favorite season, and this is just such a lovely perfume. If the smell of like dewdrops and bluebells appeal to you and you want to imagine walking through like a meadow on a spring morning in a field of wildflowers, that's what I would recommend. And then my spring perfume that I'm wearing for this year, so 2022 spring, again, I've been into like the scents that smell exactly like flowers, and this is Aerin's Lilac Path. This is so nice. I love this perfume so much. I brought this to our family cottage this weekend because it was the Easter long weekend, and I brought it with, and I like showed my siblings and my mom. I asked them what did this smell like. Basically came to the conclusion that it smells like my grandma, and we were trying to figure out why, because it is a very kind of grandmotherly scent, I will say, but I think it's because she had a lilac tree in her backyard, and this smells like her garden used to smell. And lilacs are one of my favorite flowers and definitely my favorite flower scent. But anyway, I just love the smell of lilacs. And that actually is what it reminds me of. Not just lilacs, but of my grandma. So it's extra special, even though she wore Chanel No. 5. But this just reminds me of her garden because she loved flowers and she loved gardening. Love the packaging. It's really beautiful and sleek and elegant, and I love the marble cap on the top as well. So this one doesn't have like top notes, base notes, it just has a bunch of notes. So the notes in it are lilac, jasmine, angelica, orange blossom, honeysuckle, and galbanum. I don't know what that last one is, but these are all flowers, and that's probably why it smells so much like a lilac. Like honestly, it just smells like lilacs. If you are a fan of lilacs, I would totally recommend this. I'm actually gonna spritz it on right now. I have a different perfume on right now, but I'm just smelling this, and this is my season for it, so I had to put some on. Okay, and then some other kind of spring perfumes, since we're in the spring category right now, but these are more perfumes that I got samples of that I haven't tried yet. So the one that I was wearing on my skin before that I sprayed Lilac Path was actually Viktor and Rolf's Flower Bomb. This is just like the teeniest little sample that I got from Shoppers. I don't know if I particularly like it because it does smell like flowers, but it smells very alcohol-y in my opinion, and it's also very strong. Like it's a very prominent scent. I tend to prefer ones that are more subtle and less like overpowering. The notes in this one, the top notes are tea, bergamot, and osmanthus. The middle notes are orchid, jasmine, rose, and freesia, and African orange flower. And the base notes are patchouli, musk, and vanilla. Normally I like anything with musk in it, or most perfumes with musk in it, but this, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I probably would not purchase a full-size version of this or even like a travel size of it because it's just not really for me. And then another one that I got, which is again in just a little sample size. This is Daisy by Marc Jacobs. I cannot even like differentiate the scents anymore because everything is just starting to smell. When someone's wearing Daisy, I feel like I know it's Daisy. Like most of the time I can like tell the scent of Daisy because I feel like it's very popular and a lot of people do wear it. The notes in this one are, the top notes are violet, leaf, blood, grapefruit, strawberry. The middle notes are violet, gardenia, jasmine, and the base notes are musk, whitewoods, and vanilla. It is a nice scent. Again, I feel like I don't think it's one that I would repurchase as a full-size bottle. It is a very fresh scent. I feel like it smells quite youthful. I think this would be nice for like a teenager maybe, or a young adult. I feel like that would be the main target market for this perfume. I just don't particularly find myself ever wanting to wear it, and I've had it for like over a year now. But then one more perfume that I purchased this year, but I'm waiting to save it for a trip that I have coming up. It's going to be one of like my travel scents. So I have a couple. Usually I purchase like the ones in the roller balls, but they are for when I have a trip that I want to remember by a scent. So I haven't actually worn this one too much yet. This is from Nest, and it's their Wisteria Blue Eau de Perfume. I actually don't think I've ever smelled Wisteria or known what it smells like. I really, really like the scent of this, and I love Nest. I think they just have the coolest branding, and they, like, all their scents and their perfumes are so alluring that I just want to try them, mostly because they like are named after flowers, a brand that kind of like draws me in, and I want to try out their perfumes. So that's pretty much why I bought Wisteria, and I really like it. Notes are Wisteria, watery notes, Bulgarian rose, and jasmine. I can smell a little bit of the rose, like very faint rose. And I think when I wore it, I didn't sense it as much on my skin, but when I'm just sniffing through the bottle, I can definitely smell the rose. It is a very fresh, almost like aquatic floral scent. So the place I'm going, where I'm going to take this one is actually the island where I'm going in a couple weeks. And I feel like it's going to be a good perfume for that trip. It is a pretty long wearing perfume on my skin. Anyway, that is kind of my last spring perfume. So moving into summer, I have a couple like very summer scents. One of them is like the first perfume I think I ever got. My friend gave it to me for my birthday back when I turned, I'm pretty sure it was when I turned 25. So it feels like years ago now. But it is Beach Walk from Replica, Maison, Margiela. Just reminds me of that like age when I was 25, and I didn't even wear it in summer. Like I wore it the whole year. Now it's strictly like a summer scent for me because it's perfect for the summer. Like it smells a little bit like sunscreen, a little bit like the beach, not like too much like the beach, but you kind of get hints of smokiness to it, I guess. It smells light enough that it's not going to be overpowering when you're sweating and hot in the summer. This perfume is just very nostalgic to me because, like I said, it was like the first perfume, like actual perfume that I ever had and wore, so it's kind of nostalgic. But the top notes of this are lemon, bergamot, and pink pepper. The middle notes are coconut milk, ylang ylang, and heliotrope, and the base notes are musk, benzoin, and cedar. I think the cedar might be where the smokiness is coming from. I love Beach Walk. Would definitely recommend it if you're into kind of the sunscreen beachy type perfumes. Another summer scent, which is actually last summer, so summer 2021. I wore this every single day in summer 2021, and this was Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue Intense. I got the Intense version, I think, because Kathleen Light said it was better than the not intense version, so that's why I got it. This perfume, it just brings me right back to summer 2021. Do you think it's a scent that I'm getting sick of a little bit? Not like in a bad way, but just a scent that I know so well now that I don't really feel like I want to wear it anymore. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm just kind of like bored, I guess, of the scent because it's so distinct and like I know it so well that I just want something new for summer, I guess. The notes in this one, the top notes are lemon and Granny Smith, apple. The middle notes are jasmine and marigold, and the base notes are musk and amberwood. Pretty much all of my perfumes have musk in it somewhere, but I definitely get the citrusy scent of this one on my skin. When my mom wore it, it ended up being more florally, I think, on her, and we didn't really get the citrus scent, but on my skin, it just smells like oranges, kind of. I do like it for summer, though. It's very fresh, it's very aquatic, it's perfect for hot summer evenings, hot summer days when you just want to like spritz something on yourself and feel refreshed even though you're sweating and hot and sticky. I bought the 30 ml, I think. No, 25 ml bottle, but I've used up so much of it that it's probably only going to last me like one more season. So I think everything else is kind of, oh, actually no, fall. Let's talk about fall perfumes. I love perfumes in the fall. Yeah, I'd say like spring and fall are my favorite times to wear perfumes. One perfume that I kind of wore throughout fall 2020 and then like Christmas season 2020 as well was Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One perfume. I love this perfume so much. It was like my go-to perfume. I wore it every single day. Just loved the scent of it on me so much. It's very warm. It's very comforting. Definitely one of my all-time favorite perfumes, but it's very seasonal. I don't think it's a perfume that I would ever want to wear in spring or maybe in summer, like maybe late summer, but I feel like it's specifically a fall winter scent. I like to wear perfumes based on the season, but if you're looking for like a signature scent that you wear all year, I'm not sure, at least this one didn't work for me in that sense because it was too warm and like, I don't know, it was too warm for me and I couldn't wear it in the spring. But the notes of this one are, the top notes are violet, orange, and bergamot. The middle notes are coffee, pear, iris, orange blossom, and rose. And the base notes are caramel, vanilla, and patchouli. As soon as I spray it, I just like go back to 2020. Like it was pandemic time and we were going through the holiday season for the first time during a pandemic. And it just reminds me of that. It smells really good. I love it. It also lasts really long on my skin. Like I have no problems with that one lasting on my skin throughout the day. And then another fall scent, like a scent that I definitely associate with the fall, fall 2021, I guess, yeah, this past fall, is Nest Indigo, and this is such a nice scent. I don't know why I started wearing it in the fall, because I feel like it could be all season or even like just a winter spring scent as well. It's very sharp. It's not something I've ever smelled before. It reminds me of tea. Like, it smells like Earl Grey tea for some reason. Top notes are fig and bergamot. The middle notes are tea and cardamom, and the base notes are cashmere wood. So I think the main scents that I get are the fig, maybe, because that's the scent like I just didn't like. It smells like something, but I don't know what. So I think I smell the fig, and I think I smell the tea. Well, I know I smell the tea for sure, but I think it's fig that I scent, and figs are like my favorite summer fruit. Oh my gosh, I love figs so much. It just smells so good. It's just such a nice smelling perfume. I really, really love it. To go into some of my winter Christmassy scents, these are the perfumes that I would wear in the Christmas season, and not so much like January winter, but like December winter. Like, the only one could probably fit in this category, like I said. This is Replicas by the Fireplace. I used up most of this past year. Like, this was my Christmas 2021 scent. Love By the Fireplace. I actually think this might be one of like my favorite scents maybe ever. I know I said the only one is, and I said like pretty much every perfume that I've talked about today as my favorite, but I really like By the Fireplace. It smells just like that. Like, it smells smoky, it smells warm, it smells a little bit sharp. It's like not too sweet, but you do get kind of that warm sweetness to it as well. So it's just a good mix of scents. Top notes are cloves, pink pepper, and orange blossom. Middle notes are chestnut, guaiac wood, and juniper. I don't know what that wood is. Its base notes are vanilla, Peru, balsam, and cashmere. If you are into kind of the warmer, smokier scents, this is definitely a must-have. I think Replica is kind of like Nest to me. Like, their brand is just so appealing because they come up with like the best names and the best descriptions for perfume. Like, I really want to try Jazz Club so bad. Like, that perfume just, it sounds like it's amazing. Let me know what your favorite Replica perfumes are and which ones you would recommend. I also feel like they do a good job of like being seasonally attractive, so they have specific perfumes for every season. Then I guess going into some all season scents, or just some scents that are more like based off like travel or like nostalgic scents. So one of them that I reserve for special occasions, like if I'm going out to a fancy party or a fancy date, which like I never do, but if I was, I'd be wearing this one, and it's Versace Crystal Noir. This is the Eau de Toilette, and it's such a weird bottle. I actually hate the bottle. This is the 50 milliliter one. This smells really good. It's such a mature romantic scent. Like, that's like the only way I can describe it. It smells so romantic. Like, really, that's what it smells like. Definitely an evening scent. I wouldn't wear it throughout the day. I wouldn't wear it to like, you know, the office or like even a lunch date or anything. Like, this is a very evening scent for me. It just reminds me of fancy parties, and I think I wore it like twice to fancy parties in my life, but that's what it reminds me of. It's just such a like, if you're dressed up, dressed to the nines, you've done your hair nicely, you've done your makeup, and you just splash this perfume on, you're stepping out in like heels and something sparkly. Like, that's what Versace Crystal Noir smells like to me. And I don't know why I bought the Eau de Toilette instead of the Eau de Perfume. I think it was like the only one that was available on Sephora. Top notes are pepper, ginger, and cardamom. Middle notes are coconut, gardenia, orange blossom, and peony. And the base notes are sandalwood, musk, and amber. I think it's the amber that I love so much in this perfume, and it makes me want to try more amber scented perfumes. It feels so like luxurious and expensive and romantic that I reserve it specifically for special occasions. But I really like it, and I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for that like perfect date night, fancy party, evening scent. Like, that's the one I would recommend. Another nostalgic perfume that, it's actually not a perfume, it's a fragrance mist, but it's White Musk from the Body Shop. I used this one way back like 2016, 2017, before I knew anything about perfumes, and this would be one that I would wear. And now I kind of just use it at nighttime before bed. It's a very like sleepy time type of perfume for me. It's very nostalgic now because it reminds me of like my university days, because I'm pretty sure that's all I wore, like was this fragrance mist. I would actually like to buy the perfume, the actual perfume from the Body Shop. I feel like it's affordable. It wouldn't be too expensive, but it would have kind of the same scent as this, but more longer lasting. But this is kind of a scent that, again, I would spritz on before bed, and now I associate it with like clean laundry and clean clothes and clean bed sheets. Besides it being nostalgic, that's what it reminds me of. This one reminds me of Ireland because it is what I brought with me when I went to Ireland in 2019. And this is Lazy Sunday Morning by Replica again. Such a nice scent, and it just takes me right back to Ireland, like the green fields and the rain and everything. Like, it's just, I will never be able to smell this one without remembering my trip to Ireland. Top notes in this are aldehydes, lily of the valley, and pear. Middle notes are rose, iris, and orange blossom. Base notes are white musk, ambrette, and Indonesian patchouli leaf. It is such a nice scent. Again, Replica is just so good at creating a scene with their perfumes. Like, this definitely could be the perfect scent for like a weekend when you just want to lie in bed, or a holiday or a vacation when you are like kind of relaxing at the same time, not so much traveling, but just like, you know, waking up in the morning with the sun streaming through your window, white bed sheets, coffee in bed. Such a nice scent. I love it so much, not just because it reminds me of Ireland, but because the scent is very, very nice as well. It's very unique, like nothing, I've never smelled anything like it before. Like, it is musky, but it is different than my other scents. The last like bigger size perfume that I have, the rest of them are samples that I just got. This one I purchased kind of on a whim because I was looking for like a signature scent that I could wear all season, and I feel like this could work all season. This is Lancome's La Vie est Belle. It's really, really nice. I really love this scent. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. Like, I was a little bit nervous to try it because everyone said it was too sweet. It was like sickeningly sweet, but I didn't mind it. The notes in this one are black currant and pear. Middle notes are iris, I can't ever say iris, jasmine, and orange blossom. And the base notes are praline, vanilla, patchouli, and tonka bean. Really, really nice. And I think if you were looking for like a signature scent, I would give this one a try. Maybe try it on yourself first to make sure it's not too sweet on you. I didn't find that it's super sweet on me, so I don't mind it. Okay, and the last ones are all little samples that I have collected over the last couple of years, so I'm just gonna walk you through them really quick. I've actually not worn any of these yet. First one is Tom Ford's Soleil Blanc. This one just smells like straight up sunscreen, so it's definitely a summer scent. I would probably never purchase the big bottle of this. I don't know, I feel like Beach Walk does it for me, but it is a summer scent. So if you're looking for something that's like very summery, like coconut and sunscreen, this would be the one. I also got a sample of Perfect from Marc Jacobs. I have all these like little Marc Jacobs samples and I don't wear them, but this one I'm not a fan of. Like, it was a little overpowering. It was like too strong. I like Daisy more than I like this one. It has rhubarb and narcissus. The middle notes are almond milk, and the base notes are cashmere and cedar. So I don't know why I don't like it. Maybe I just have to give it like another chance. Oh, this one I actually like. This is it's so cute. It's from Clean, a brand called Clean, and it is in the scent Skin, but it says it's the Reserve blend. I don't know what that means. Oh, I got it on my nose. This smells like, yeah, it's very clean. It smells like fresh laundry. I think this would be a good one for either spring or summer. I don't think I would wear it in fall or winter. It's not very warm. It's very fresh. I don't know if there's a difference between reserve and non-reserve, but the notes for Clean Skin are praline, salt, musk, tonka bean, and leather. So it's not very much in it. This might be a nice one for like bedtime as well. So eventually I might get like a bigger size of this, but it is a nice smelling perfume. I don't hate it. And the last one that I got, which is so tiny and a little sample, is Prada Candy. It smells pretty good. It doesn't smell as sweet as I thought I would. The top notes are caramel, the middle notes are powdery notes and musk, and the base notes are benzoin and vanilla. I haven't worn this one yet. I've only like kind of spritzed it on once to give it a try. I don't know about how I feel about Prada Candy. Anyway, those are actually all of my perfumes. I feel like this video is going to be very long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what perfumes you love. What are your signature scents? That sums up this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos, and I'll see you in my next one.